Okay. So, Joshua, did you attempt the assignment?
Uncle, no, I did send you some independent work, but Uncle didn't give me an assignment. But I just decided to do something of my own.
Let me see what you did. You are the host.
Okay. Uncle. Mm.
Okay, the image.
Mm.
Okay. Let me see. Let me see your code. Okay. Okay, the image is in the same folder as your index.html.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Who else do I have here?
Okay.
That's fine. You can.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So I have Clay. No, I'm not calling Clay now. Kolawole. Let me give Kolawole the control. So Kolawole, you have the floor, please.
Redeem your stop. 160.
Hmm. Okay. The password. Now type something there. Yes. Type something there. Let me see. Okay. Go to password. Type something there. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Type something in the test area. Okay. Now check and uncheck the newsletter. Okay. Okay. That's fine. That's very fine. Okay. Let me take the control back from you. Then who's the next?
Excuse me, sir.
Okay.
Sorry I'm late.
You said?
Yeah, so I'm sorry I'm late.
Okay, sorry. Don't worry. Um, okay, I'm going to give David the control right now.
Okay, sir.
All right, David.
Okay, sir.
You have the floor. You can share your screen. Let's see what you've done.
Sorry. Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, I can, please.
Sir?
I can see your screen.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So this is what I came up with, sir.
Thank you for this.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you so much for this. Yes.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for this. Now, I was hoping to see something like this. No, go back to the page.
Okay, sorry.
Go back to the page. Good. Now,
Yes, sir, this is teacher.
yes, I've seen it. Yes. Now, I want all of you to pay attention. Anytime you are given an assignment, the assignment is one, to ensure that what you've been taught is understood. Now, two is to try to, as much as possible as you can, to try to mimic what is obtainable in real world. Now, if you guys have been following, you've seen what Rashid and the other person has have presented. In any website, you will not see such presentation in published websites. So the idea is try as much as possible as you can to mimic what is obtainable in the real world. Now, what I'm seeing before me right now is, yes, close to what is obtainable in the real world. If you go to sites and you try to log in, this is what you will see. You will not see the other presentation. Hardly will you see it. So what am I saying is this: in your assignment, try as much as you can to mimic what is obtainable in the real world. All right, thank you for this. Thank you so much for this. So
All right, sir.
I'm going to take control back from you. That's David,
All right,
right?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So Favor. I'm giving Favor the control right now. Favor, you have the floor, please. Okay, yes. This story is nice. But if I may ask, why did you use HR tag in between the username and password? You are not audible. Yes, very, very, very faint.
Okay, I don't know what's happening.
Okay, I think it's better now.
Okay, but there's no reason I use this. I just decided to use it.
Okay. Although not, I didn't hear you clearly, but this two is okay, right? It's okay. Yes,
Thank you,
it's
sir.
okay. Yes. So
Thank you, sir.
yes, it's very okay. Thank you so much. Because of our time, let me quickly go to the next person. That's Favor. Fair on me. Do you have any assignments to present? Fair on me. No answer. Okay. Lanre. Yes. Do you have any assignments?
Yes, I do.
Okay, thank you. So you have the floor.
1 minute. So, for a minute. And oops. Can you see what I'm sharing?
I'm seeing your folder.
Oh, you can't. Oh, okay. Sorry. I'll stop sharing and reshare again then.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay. You see my desktop now?
Yeah, yeah, I think yes, I'm seeing your my class folder, desktop, my
Yeah,
class folder,
okay.
my classwork rather.
I'm sharing the assignment now.
Have you loaded it?
It seems you're sharing you're not sharing your full screen.
You're not sharing your screen. Exactly.
That's strange. I actually am. Okay, I'll start sharing again, and I will start sharing again.
Click on the screen before you click share.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Oh,
Okay. I have chosen share. You should be able to see my desktop now.
let me see.
On each and every
Sister
in the
Mary,
mighty name of
you
Jesus.
share
God, that's a
share
package.
the entire
Remember in that scripture,
That's what.
he
That's
said, go
exactly.
and
I've
bring
just
them
been
from
sharing
the
the
east and
normal way I share.
they are not coming. Say, go to anywhere and bring.
Whoops. Okay, so I've stopped sharing. I'm gonna start sharing again.
Okay.
I don't know why it's not working. Okay, so I tell you what, I think I'll do it this way. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay.
Good. Yes.
So this is my assignment.
Okay. You
Uh,
even included forgotten password. That's nice. That's nice. Yes. The label input type. Yes, password. Yes. That type password. I want to see the type password. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
So
Sure.
let me give I've done Rashid Sanusi. Any assignment for me?
No, sir.
Why? Why do you say no?
Because I just joined the class the last time, and I said I didn't have any idea concerning
Wow, the last class.
Yes, I didn't have any idea concerning development or something. Like I'm starting from scratch.
Okay. Are you on the WhatsApp platform?
Yes.
Okay. What I will do is this. I'm going to send you the recorded video I did with
Bratola,
Rashid.
don't worry about that. Sorry to interrupt, Bratola. Don't worry about that. I'm putting all your video, all those the 6 video that you have done I'm putting them together so
Okay,
that
sir.
new people I will create a playlist so that I will share it with everybody.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Thank
sir.
you very much, Bratola. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. So
Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Ademola, do you have something to share?
No, sir. Sorry, I didn't get to do the assignment
Why?
because this week I didn't have a lot of time to like be able to finish it completely. But I'll do it like as soon as I finish this lesson, and I'll show it the assignment for last lesson and this lesson on Saturday. Saturday, yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll make sure I have both.
Okay, that's fine. All right.
Sorry about that.
Okay, no problem. The point is just this. Assignments are given for you to develop yourself and also to imbibe the lesson taught. And without you doing the assignment or practicing, there's no way what is being taught will sink. Yeah, there's no way. There's just no way. Now, as you are listening to the lecture, it will appear, yes, you've understood it, all is well. But I promise you, by the time you want to put your fingers on your keyboard to start typing something, you just feel frozen. That's what am I doing next? What am I supposed to do next? What is this? It will be as if you are just lost in the deep sea. So the best thing is for you to place practice. I cannot say, though I know I've heard doctor mention it over and over and over again. For you to learn this, you need to put your fingers down and type the code. Right. Ewa Jesu. Do you have any assignment to share,
Good evening,
please?
sir.
Good evening, madam.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me reclaim the host from others and give you the control. Make host. Okay, you have the host. You have the control now.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, this is nice. Rashid, I hope you are listening to me. You can see what others have been presenting, and one other guy also. Please try to make sure your code mimic
I
the
changed
real
it,
code.
sir.
Aha.
I thought it was just we're just doing the HTML, so I just ignored the way it looked. But I
No,
added some lines in.
no, don't ignore, please. Don't ignore, right? It is a culture that needs to be developed, right? So please. Okay, I think I have exhausted the list. Am I leaving anybody out apart from Joshua and Feromi and others who said they do not have anything to share? Am I leaving anybody out? I don't think so, right? Except Clean, that I decided to leave out. Okay. Now, before I start the class today, since this is the first time I'm handling the general class, do you have any question based on the past lesson taught? Any question? Please feel free. It is not anything shameful to ask question, please.
My own question is just basically regarding the classes exercise that we'll be sharing tonight. I quite like Ewa Jesu's assignment, but I was hoping to look at the code. Would it be possible for her to reshare the code, please?
Okay, good. Thank you. I'm giving Ewa Jesu the control again. Please, let us see your code. Good.
Okay. That's great. Okay. That's good. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you too. Thank you, Sister Ewa Jesu. Thank you so much. I hope I'm right by using the prefix sister. All right. So I'm reclaiming the host. Any other question, please?
What's the difference between the name and the ID on the input text?
Come again, please.
You see when we do input type, there's ID and there's also name.
Okay.
What's the difference
That
between
brother
those two?
Rashid asking that question. You asked it the last time, I think.
Yeah, I didn't understand the answer, so I'm asking again.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Doctor, no, go on, sir. Go on, sir.
Okay, so the ID and the name, they are both used to identify a particular element so that the element, I explained it last time, so that the element can either be styled or you can do an action on that element. You can use a JavaScript something, get element by ID to get ID. You understand? But we put it also there so that when you click the submit, it is going to send that element, the data by that name to the backend. I explained it last time. But until when we do it practically more, it will be clearer to you. So the ID is actually the preferred method, but name is the old method of passing this data across. So usually you need to have both there. You need to have both ID and name as the form elements. Do you understand? Is that clearer?
So every time we do an input, we always have to have both.
Yes.
When you do an input, you should put both. The best practice is to put both, because usually if you put just ID, it will work. But for old systems, they rely on the name attribute.
Okay.
So you need to put both there.
Now, okay. just for me to add, right? Let me share my screen so that I like to annotate a lot. Let me share my screen.
Okay, let's go. Yeah.
Okay. Can you see my screen? I just opened my Notepad++. Now, Rashid, the idea, the concept behind the ID and name, you may not fully understand this at this moment until we start talking about JavaScript. And under JavaScript,
yes,
there is something relating to event.
Yeah, very, very late.
Event handling.
But we have locked up.
Let me mute.
Yeah.
Oh,
is there something particularly you need for the church, from the church? No. Okay, just come for service, for the prayers.
Okay, sorry about that. That was forgotten to mute. Now, Rashid, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Let me repeat. I said the concept behind this ID and name, you may not understand it at this moment, at the junction, right? The reason is this. The name attribute is more used when you are talking about JavaScript, especially when we get to event handling, right? No, for example, when you press a key, for example, the key H or J on your keyboard, how does the system know that you've pressed H or you pressed J? It is from that name attribute. Don't worry about it. We'll discuss more about this, right? But this, we all know, is unique. Unique to every tag. It should be unique, right? And it's majorly used for styling. Now, that does not mean that this cannot be also used in JavaScript. It is also being used in JavaScript. When you are trying to lay hold on a tag, you want to control how, or let me say, the behavior of a tag, you need your JavaScript to be able to latch on the ID. For example, don't worry, we will still talk about it. The document dot get element by ID, right? This method don't worry about the little terms I'm using, like method and so on. We still discuss about it. I'm only trying to explain the difference between the ID and the name. But like I said, you will not be able to fully understand the difference until we discuss this event handling under JavaScript. Can I stop there? Are you okay with that?
Yes, thank you, sir.
Okay. Any other question? Any other question? Okay, no question. So we have discussed so far about HTML elements, right? I'm just trying to do a quick review here. For example, you have your tag, you have your content here, then you have your closing tag here. Now this is opening tag. This is closing tag. This is your content. And everything is the element. So don't forget about that. Then similarly, we have discussed about a little about CSS, not into detail. And what did we discuss about it? If you are lost, please stop me, because I'm trying to recap what, just give us a quick summary of what we have discussed. So CSS and how we can integrate CSS into your HTML file, integrate it there. And I'm not sure whether Doctor has explained how to integrate JavaScript into the HTML. Everything as a whole now goes into the browser. So you have everything here. Right. So then we've discussed about links, which is the A tag. Then we've discussed about images, which is the IMG tag. Then we've discussed about comments, which is you trying to let your system to ignore certain part of your code. Oh, I think I made a mistake somewhere here. Where's the eraser? Yeah, don't think this should be there. Right, so we've discussed about that. Then what other thing? Let me see. Yes, we've discussed about list. So list, where we discussed the ordered list and also the unordered list. Then we also discussed about let me see, tables. Yes, tables. Table, right? Table. Then we also discussed about the inline and block elements. Am I right?
Yes.
Good. Now we discussed about the headers, right? The headers, the H1 to H6, right? Now that's pretty much. Is there anything I've left out? Is there anything I have left out?
No, sir.
Okay, good. Thank you
No,
so
sir.
much. Now, I have a question. Have you discussed about colors? Because I did not discuss colors with Joshua and Rashid. I'm not sure whether doctor has this treated this with you guys. Has he?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Now let's look into colors. Color. Let me clear my screen. Color is more into CSS, but we cannot but discuss about colors in HTML, right? Now, why is this so? It is so important because for you to start adding kind of a little beauty to your structure, you will need to start including colors in your code. Let me bring up my editor. Okay. Let's screen. Okay. So I'm going to get a new folder and just take this for example. Now, let's say I have do you know what we call div? A div tag. Do you know?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Now let's say I have this div and I want to give it a width. I'm giving this div a width of say 200, height of 200 pixel. Then let me give it a border, because the reason why I want to give it a border is this. If I run, okay, let me run it without giving it a border. Now, you will not see anything therein. Why? The reason is very simple. A div element is more a semantic element. What do I mean by that? It's used to divide to create sections in your page. Now, without you giving it that border, you will not be able to see its presence or feel it. So let me give it a border of 1 pixel, solid, and color of black. So you can see now that this is the size of our div element. Now, if I try to remove the width, and the height, you will see that the div expands from one end to the other, from the top to the bottom, right? It shows that it's a block level element, which we have discussed before now anyway. Now, to limit the scope of the width and the height, hence this width and height. Now, if I want to give this div a color, maybe a background color, I will just say background color. Then I can give it, let me just give it orange background. So now you can see, if you want to give any color, there are many ways it can be done. One, you can use the name representation, which is this, the one I just did, orange, for example, black. Now you can use what we call the hexadecimal format. And you can use, and this begins with the hashtag. Then we also have the RGB, red, green, and blue. Right. So let us discuss more about this. Let me clear my screen. Let's see. Now I've used the name format here, right? Let's say I want to use the hexadecimal format. All I need to do is to put in, instead of the name, is to start with the hashtag. Now, the hashtag, after the hashtag, we will still have a representation of the red, green, and blue. Now, in this case, the value extends from 0 to F, right, to F, which is the hexadecimal format. So you can pick any value from here, 0, 1 to 9, then A to F. So represent your red component, your green component, and the blue component. For example, if I want to have a red color, all I need to do is to put my hashtag, then give the red the full color. Full color means FFF. You are tuning F from 0 to the fullest F. Now, then green, I can turn that off by saying 0, 0. Then blue, I will turn it off by saying 0, 0. Now, you will be wondering, why am I repeating this, right? Now, in hexadecimal format, you have your pound sign, hashtag rather, then a 6 character line there. Now, when you have the same value as you can see on the screen, you can see that I'm giving my red components double F, and I'm giving my green component 00, and I'm giving my B component 00. I can simply, since they are the same, I can simply write hashtag F00. But there are times that these values may not be the same. For example, it can be hashtag maybe AE, then this can be 05, and the blue component can be 7, 2, right? You can see that each of these characters, they are not the same. Therefore, I cannot approximate this into a single character of A or B or E right now. But because I have A, double F, I can summarize that into a single character of F. I have the same 0, 0. I can summarize that into a single character of what? 0 here. And the same thing, I have double 0 here. I can summarize into a single character, double 0, a single 0 there. Now, let us see. Let me clear the screen. Let's clear the screen. So now let's give our div a background of red. So like I said, I can do FF down 0, 0 and 0, 0. You can see now I have the red color. Now let me remove one of each, since I said that that can be summarized into single one of them. So you can see that we still have the red color. And if you are using IDE like the Visual Studio, you can see that the IntelliSense is giving us the opportunity to select different shade of red, right? You can, as you can see, you can select any different shade. If I decide to pick this one, now, okay, this one is giving me the RGB equivalent of it, right? But we will still discuss about this in a moment anyway. Now, the points I'm trying to make here is this. When you are using your hexadecimal, right, it is the red component has its own 2 characters, then the green component has its own 2 characters, then the blue component has its own 2 characters. Now, the combination of these components, right, of this character, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 3, and 4, gives what? A green, a shade of green, as you can see above. Now, we can also use the RGB format of it, as we just saw now. Sorry, give me like 2 to 3 minutes, please. I want to pick this call. Let me pause the recording. Okay, now, as we saw earlier on, when we did the hexadecimal, and this IntelliSense gave us an equivalent of the hexadecimal, which is the RGB. Now, this 137 represent the red component. The 33 represents the green component, and while, okay, this other 3, let me change this to 36. So while 36 represents the blue component, and you can see the combination of these 3 components gave us like a burgundy color. I'm not too good with colors anyway. We have our female folks that are very good at that. So now the point is, if you look at this, if you want to go towards any shade of color, for example, we are trying to go towards the red. You can see that the red color has a greater value than the other, say, component. Now, when you are talking about RGB, now each value can vary from 0 to 255. When each of these components is 0, then you are talking about black color. Black color means that absence of colors. Now, when you are talking about white, if you want a white, so that means that you are going from total absence of color to full presence of color, which simply means that each of these components, we have to be 255, 255, 255 to get this white. Now, let us try it and see. If I change this to 0, 0, 0, 0, you can see that we have a total black. At the same time, if I change it to 255 rather, 255, 255, and 255, we have a white. Now, if I want to kind of go towards the blue component, all I need to do is to reduce this value, right? And reduce this other green component. If I'm going to blue, I'm turning towards the blue shade. You can see that the blue has a value greater than the other two. I can even reduce this to 120, and you will see it is still a shade of blue color, right? So now I think I have a website where you can play. Let me see if I can still try to get. Let me clear my screen. Okay. CSS. Let me see color. Color. This is. Let me see. It's not here. Well, let me see this. Okay. It's not actually what I want. It's not what I want actually. Although you can play around with the colors here though, but this is not what I want. Once I'm able to get that, I will share that with you on the platform. Let me see the other. Let me see this one. Okay, no, not this. It's not this. Okay, don't worry. Once I have, I get it. I will share it with you guys in the next class or on the platform, as the case may be. So now, any questions so far on the color? Any question?
I wanted to ask if you're starting off and you don't actually know what color to choose.
Good.
Can you just start anywhere, and then when the color codes come up, you can choose from that?
Yes, you can do that, and that is the more reason I want to share that color palette. Okay, hold on. I think it's something color palette. Yes, I think it's this. Let me see. Let me see this color hunt. Now you can this. Now now if you are trying to kind of choose a color palette for your page, and you don't want what you guys call color rioting, right? You can come here and choose blended colors. No, we have colors that are very nice together. Like you can just look at this purple, right? You look at this. Now you can come here, pick any color palette of your choice. Then once you pick one, let's say I am picking this. Let's say I'm picking this. I click on it. Now I can view the hexadecimal number of it. I can view the RGB format of it, right? So from there, then you can start building your page. Don't worry. When we get to CSS, you will appreciate what I'm sharing now. This is very, very useful when I am developing a website. I use this a lot. No, it's just that most programmers, I am not an exception anyway. We don't cram things. We have resources on the internet. Most of the times, I still forget about a certain tag I need, but because I have an idea of it, I know it exists. I will simply go to my MSDN, for example, this MSDN, right? The resource is there for you to use. Please don't cram. You don't need to cram anything, please. The point is for you to understand the concept first, understand it. Once that is done, you have resources on the internet. Now, if you look at this, you have your HTML. This is public data. It's public, right? It's there for all to use. If I forget any element, I just come here. I don't need to cram. Please don't cram, right? If I forget any element, I just come here. For example, I've forgotten how to use my button. I just come here, click the button, right? Then see how it's being used. Right? Are you asking a question, please? Okay. So as you can see, once I have this, I will move on. I can easily just copy this and insert into my code. Yes, I will know that I need to change the class name to suit mine. I can't just copy and paste verbatim. The idea is this: if I've forgotten how it's being used, it's just for me to come here and just look it up. I do not need to cram. Please don't cram. You have resources out there. MDN web doc is the, should I say, the code book for programmers, right? So everything is here. If I forgot anything on CSS, I will come to CSS. See, this is CSS. I will come here, right? And pick up whatever thing I need. For example, don't worry, you will still talk about combinators, right? Many things ahead. So let us move on, and we can round up the class because this is already 9 p.m. and I do not want the recording to be overloaded. So any question so far before I go to the next or maybe I can treat that in the next class anyway because of time. Any question?
Do we have an assignment for next week?
No assignment. I'm not giving any assignment today.
That's good.
Yes, I'm not giving an assignment because I'm just trying to, I did revision and I'm trying to introduce the color. There's nothing I'm going to give you on color that you should not be able to do anyway. All right. Just pardon me, please. Let me close anything color today. Now the last one is HSL. Now the H stands for hue. HUE. Then the S stands for saturation. Saturation. Then the L stands for lightness. Now the hue simply means the color. It's just the color. then how saturated the saturation level of this color is determined by this. Then, do you want it very light, no light shade? That is determined by this, right? Doctor is calling me. Hold on, just give me a few minutes, please. Okay, so now the HSL is also written in just like the what's it called, the RGB. So you can have any value. Let's see, I've forgotten what 120. I think 120 should give me either blue or green. I'm not sure. Let's see what that will give us. And I'm giving it a saturation of 100%, and lightness, let's say 50. Is it expecting me to give the unit 50%? Yes. So that is that. Is a green. Now let me try 240. 240 should be the blue color. Oh yes. So now this is it. Let me quickly clear the screen. So now the H value is like a color wheel divided into thirds. This being the 0 is red. This 120 is green, as we saw, and this 240 is blue. So that means that if you want any shade of green, you come to this area, and any shade of red should be around this area. Any shade of blue should be around this area, right? So now the combination, I don't know the combination of what red, blue, and green will give me, but let me see. This is about 180. Let's see what 180 will give us. 180. Let me clear the screen and give this a value of 180. 180. Yes, cyan. This is cyan. Now, if I give it, if I take it up to like maybe towards 360 degrees, say 350, you see it's turning towards the red, because as we saw earlier on, red is here, blue is here, and green is here. So this, anything here should be the orange side of it, right? So if we try to just play around this color wheel, let's see, I have 250. Okay, this is still okay, this is purple now. Now let's see if we reduce the intensity, the saturation of this to 50%. You can see the color level decreased. If we increase the lightness, we are tending towards white. If you want white, just put this to 100%. That's the what no matter the value here. Let me change this to 120. No matter the value here at this point, 120. No matter the value and the saturation, let's take it to 100. You can see the moment the lightness is 100%, you are talking about white. And if you take it to 0%, you are talking about black. No matter the value of these two, the hue and the saturation. Once this is 0, it's black. Once it is 100%, it is white. So if you want just maybe your color to be very light, you can just take it to say 70%, and maybe reduce the saturation level of the color. You can see now it's cool in nature, right? So, but if you want it very, very bright color, then take it to the 100%, very bright color, so very, very saturated. Now, when we get to CSS, we talk about the alpha. This alpha deals with the transparency, how transparent the color is. So, and when we get there, you will see something like RGBA or HSLA, the A representing the alpha. So we discuss about this when we get to CSS. So any question before we call it a day?
No, sir.
No. Okay.
Hello.
Yes, hello. I can hear you.
This is Olafemi, man.
This is who?
Oh, Olafemi.
Olafemi. Okay.
Yes, sir. For the color, I'm getting it.
Okay.
Okay. And as for me, for the start now, what do I need to do so I can catch up on time?
Yes. Since this is, I want to assume this is your second class, right?
Yes, this is my second class.
Good. You heard what doctor said. He said that he's putting together all the video, the recordings that we have, and once that is ready, he will share it on the platform. Then let me stop recording because I don't want to. I don't want it overloaded.